Welcome to 2022, the year Formula 1 hopes to transform itself into a far more open and competitive championship where a package of rule changes begins. Formula 1 revealed its promotional car for the 2022 regs at Silverstone last year. The regulations were originally intended for the 2021 season but were postponed thanks to the coronavirus pandemic. The event was effectively a relaunch rather than revealing as something brand new, as teams have been long working on designing the cars already published, and F1 had originally launched the package to the public in late 2019 when it was due to arrive for 2021. What's coming for 2022 represents arguably the biggest ever change in technical rules F1 has ever had. The objectives are simple: to create cars that are suitable for F1's cost cap era that are crucially raceable on track. This means they should be less prone to turbulent air, creating more overtaking and excitement. A ground effect floor with two long tunnels in each place of the current floor will ensure a greater proportion of the car's downforce is generated from the underbody, helping to create a much cleaner weight and an aero platform less sensitive to weight. There's also an upwash of air from the floor which is designed to be much higher, allowing it more time to dissipate its energy before falling upon the car behind. The cars will also have a simplified front wing and end plate, not standardised but highly prescriptive, with 4-element wing attached directly to the nose, transitioning into a much simplified single-piece end plate. It will be far less sensitive to weight than the current designs. And finally, for the aerodynamics, barge board are outlawed, and a prescriptively shaped rear wing with an in-cut wrap-round connection between main profile and lower beam ring, which effectively banishes the rear wing end plates and the strong vortices they shed, which kind of makes DRS less effective, you would say, but yeah, you never know. Flush wheel covered as standardised to banish using of the wheel and axle to create downforce. Front wheel deflectors limit outwash, which is why they're there. I've kind of got mixed feelings on those, and although the bodywork geometry of the car and engine cover will still differ from the team to team, they will be defined within quite tight templates which seek to create as clean airflow as possible. Limits will be placed upon brake dunk shaping for downforce creation, as well as the combined effect showed in simulations followed the car retains 86% of its downforce, which is compared with the current car 55%, which should be a major improvement. So that's kind of all the changes you need to know about aerodynamics. And then moving on to the suspension and wheels, the switched 18-inch wheel rims from the current 13 inches mean new low profile Pirelli tyres. The intention is for less temperature sensitive tyres and allow drivers to push hard throughout stints. The way the suspension is attached to the wheels is being simplified, with the extended mounting paths pioneered by Mercedes and Toro Rosso that have since become outlawed. This means the suspension must now be attached directly to the wheel hub. Hydraulic suspension is outlawed, meaning only the springs and dampers can control the stiffness, and inertias have been attached to suspension, which are banned now. A standard tyre pressure sensor will be used to monitor the running conditions of the tyres. So yeah, those are all the changes to the wheels, because yeah, they do look quite different this year. And then moving on to the part classifications, Formula 1 components are now divided into 5 different designations as part of a push to allow cost savings when it comes to parts not deemed by performance differentiators. Listed parts remain components to a team that must design and own the EIP2. This includes the monocoque and only non-prescribed aero surfaces. Standard supply components are the ones that are designed and manufactured by a designated supplier. This includes parts such as the fuel pump and tyre pressure sensors. Transferable parts are those that can be supplied from one team to another, such as the gearbox and the engine. And prescribed parts are those that teams build but set to a specification. Open source parts are free for the teams to design their own specification. However, the full design details must be made available to all other teams. And yeah, the 1.6 litre V6 turbo engine, and moving on to engines finally, will remain largely the same, but the design of the power units will be homologated until at least until the 2025 season, when we get new regs, and at least 10% of the fuel must comprise advanced sustainable ethanol, which is quite a big change. And yeah, in general, the 2022 cars are a really big change, and it'll be interesting to see who nails it. Will it be one of the Mercedes, Red Bull, maybe even Ferrari, or could we get a surprise, a broad GP style surprise? I think that's why we all love new regulations, and I really can't see wait to see who rocks up at testing with the fastest car. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant. Can't wait for this year. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to let me know your thoughts, comments down below. Follow me on Twitter, the link in the description below for daily F1 news, and subscribe to my channel, screaming on, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.